To get started, you want to match the ends of both your cords and then run them through your fingers to find the centre. Once you've got the centre, you can tie a knot to create a loop. So you should end up with something that looks like this. Now you can clip the loop to the top of your board. And then pick which colour you're going to start with. And clip the other colour to the bottom of your board. And you're going to start off with a square knot. So you're going to go over, and then over and through. And then under, and through to complete your first square knot. So once that's secure, you want to take your next colour and pin that to the bottom of the board and release the other colour, which you're going to then turn to working cord instead of holding cord. And whichever order you do this in, you want to make sure you do it consistently all the way through. So I'm taking the other colour over, and then we're going to attach a paper clip and this is going to maintain a gap. So I want a consistent gap throughout these knots, so they're not going to be knotted tightly against each other. So taking your previous colour and clipping it to the board, you want to take your old holding cord and then do another square knot. So once you've got your paper clip in place, you're just going to do this as normal by going over, over and through, and then under, under and through. But the paper clip's going to make sure that you have a consistent gap in between each of your square knots. You can use anything here, I just use a paper clip because it's what I had handy. So once you've done your first colour switch and remove the paper clip, you can do your next colour switch. So you want to take the other colour and pin it to the bottom of the board, and then work back with your other colour. And once again, positioning your paper clip or whatever you're using to create your gap, and then doing a square knot. And once again, you can remove the paper clip once you've done this. And then switch colours once again. And you're going to repeat this until you've got the necklace as long as you want it to be. So once you've got your necklace as long as you want it, you can remove the paper clip or whatever you were using and remove the necklace from the board. Now to keep everything secure, I'm just going to tie one knot in the end of all the cords. And now I want to leave a little bit of tail end on each of them, just as decoration. So I'm going to cut the first one, and then I want to make the next one a little bit longer. And then for each one, just adding a little bit of length so they're a bit staggered. Next, for decoration and to give a little bit of weight to the tail end so that it pulls them nice and straight, I'm going to add a few beads to each of the tail ends. For the shortest one I'm adding 2, for the next one down I'm adding 3, and so on. Once you've added your beads, you can tie a little knot at the end to keep them in place. trying to keep the knot as close to the end as I can here, and then trim off any slight excess. And I'm going to seal the ends with a lighter, but you can use glue if you prefer. And once you finish, you should end up with something that looks like this. So instead of a clasp, you've got these tail ends that you can just thread through the loop that you made at the beginning, and this holds it in place. So it's really simple, just open up the loop and then carefully thread the beads through. Obviously you'll normally be wearing it, but you can just carefully slot the beaded ends through. And these will hang down at the front when it's worn. And that's your completed adjustable choker.